Alright, today we're going to talk about mounting a spare tire to your nVader rack. There's a part that does this specifically and it mounts right in this area right here. So there's a kind of a uniform pattern here for the most part, but you'll notice there are two holes here that aren't anywhere else. There's two holes right here. Go across the way, there's two holes here. And there's two holes here. So those 8 holes are where we're going to mount the tire bucket itself. To do that, we're going to use a couple carriage bolts. Now, it's kind of difficult to put them in here just by putting them to the back side. I'll kind of demonstrate how that's done right here as best I can, as quickly as I can, to try not to drop it. So that is one way to do it, and then it'll lock in right there. And then I'll do another one, which is the way I like to do it. It's a little faster and a little bit easier, but it requires a little bit of string. So what I'm going to do is quickly tie a loop in the end, so tiny little loop. All I'm going to do is pass my thread back through it to make a larger loop that'll cinch down on my bolt. There you go, so it's kind of like that. It cinches down. And then knock this out, put another bolt here. So all I'm going to do is put this just like that when I'm done. So it's cinched down and hangs on it. So first, I'm just going to pass this through the hole that I want it to go through, like that. Pick it up on the other side. Drop my bolt through like that. Not miss. Put it on there. Just tighten it up. I like to put it at the end if I can. And literally I'll just let the bolt go and drop it up the first way there. So that's the easier way for me to put bolts through, and it's a lot faster. Once you put one in, I'm gonna grab one of these parts here. All these are little locking nuts, and they're pretty simple to use. Just grab hold of that guy, push him through, and this is basically just slides down over the threads, and just make sure that those won't fall back out when you go and put the rest of it on there. So now that we have all 8 of our pieces here with our little lock washers or locking washers here, retaining clips as they call them, in place, we're going to go ahead and put the actual, they call it the tire bucket, up there. You want to make sure you have all the 3 lugs at the top. So we'll go ahead and hang this up there. And sometimes this takes a little bit of finagling to get all these bolts all lined up together at once. So we'll just kind of shimmy it around as best we can. Just a minute, and there it goes. Nice and lay on there. I'm going to go ahead and put one nut on here just to hold this in place while I work. You will want to put a washer on before all the nuts, but that way that's not going anywhere. Okay, so we'll have our washers, we'll have our nuts. Washer goes on first, nut goes right back on top of it. And we'll just kind of put these on lightly and loosely for now, all the way around. Sometimes you'll push the carriage bolt a little hard. You just need to make sure that you get nice back in that little slot in the back side. Alrighty, so we've got all of these already tightened down and torqued down to the proper torque spec, which I believe is 30 foot-pounds according to the instructions. So again, all 8 of these are already done. Now we're going to line up these spacers, and depending on which wheel you're using and which back spacing you're using, you're going to need a different number of these. In this case, we're going to need all of them, but we're going to go ahead and line all these up and drop them on here. All right, last thing is the wheel. See if we can get the center cap in the correct direction here. There we go. Mount it up. Grab my lug nuts.